Thank you, Concordia. Taoiseach, the issue of biodiversity is something that certainly I'm very conscious of, coming from a very rural constituency, and one of the issues mentioned by Deputy Boyd Barrett in regard to monoculture and monoculture forestry is a very clear problem that we have, where it's not afforestation for the climate sequestration or carbon sequestration or anything else. It's basically a forestry policy which is about the timber industry making maximum profit, and that's supported by government policy and public policy. And really we need to see what way public policy can be used in a way to enhance biodiversity. And one of the examples of that is through the BLOS programme, which we mentioned earlier. And with due respect, I disagree slightly with the Green Party behind me in regard to bending the rules a little bit. Really, you know, everything that happens in nature happens when weather changes. And by and large, we have to work with the weather that we're given. And that's what farmers have to do. And that's what farmers always traditionally done. However, the intensification of agriculture has brought us in a different direction. And that has caused problems. And we need to recognise that and work with that. And in fairness to most people in the farming community, they want to work with that and they want to come up with solutions. But they need assistance in respect of that. The issue we have facing us at the moment with the very warm weather is going to be an issue around the whole fodder, and where farmers are going to be able to get enough fodder, and next winter we're going to be saying we had a hot summer and that's the reason we don't have the fodder issue, that we're going to be facing a crisis then, and then it will be a wet winter, and then it will be something else. But the reality is a lot of these things, and I acknowledge, is not something that government can do anything about, but government policy and public policy has a role to play in respect of all that. And certainly the issue in regard to Bantry Bay and the seaweed harvesting that we see going on there is the equivalent of pouring Roundup into the ocean. And I think that needs to be acknowledged. And government policy, again, is at the root of that problem.
Deputy Howland.